DynaTrap XL just in your home with Jill. That's over 50,000 for the day, and that's about half our quantity, everybody. So here is your opportunity. If you've looked at it earlier in the day, if you've been thinking about it, now we can really do a deep dive and tell you what this is all about. We have 2 different sizes for you to choose from. I also want you to know, if you're skeptical about this, if you're not really sure if it's going to work, I also want to assure you, QVC believes in this product so much that not only have we brought it back as a today's special value after it completely sold out as a today's special value last year, but we've extended our return policy so that you have 90 days to experience the DynaTrap difference. It'll only take a week or 2 to start seeing things collecting big time in this bottom chamber, but we're letting you use this for 90 days before you make your final decision on whether or not you want this or not. And guess what? That means this is going to start working for you this spring, and that 90 days is going to take you through Memorial Day. So that's a wonderful opportunity to really put it through its paces. There are 3 colors. There are 2 sizes to choose from. Colors, if we look down in front, down at the end we have it for you in that stone color, which is that kind of soft taupey beige. In the middle we have copper. You can only find copper here at QVC. And finally, down at the end, we have it for you in a color we're calling tungsten. That's been the most popular color choice. It's kind of a charcoal gray. That size that you're looking at there is the ½ acre, and that is going to be $89.98. That means it's going to be pulling from about a ½ acre area to attract bugs to the DynaTrap. If you have a house that's right in the middle of the property and you want coverage for the front of the house and the back of the house, you need 2 units. Your home acts as a barrier between the front and the back. So you need coverage for both areas. You would be buying 2 DynaTraps, and 2 of those smaller sizes might do it for you, especially when you consider the fact that at DynaTrap.com, that one that we're selling for $89.98 with 5 easy payments is $100 more for one from their website. But if you want to have a larger area, if you're wanting to, again, kind of just maximize it, here is the 1 acre size. We're offering it at $139.98 at DynaTrap.com. It's $150 more, $289.99, and they also don't have easy pay. In addition to your unit, we're including 2 sets of bulbs. 1 UV bulb will already be installed for you. The second is the replacement. When in about 4 months, that one needs to be replaced. And we're also including 2 packets of what's called Atrakta. This is a lure that is designed to not only get the mosquitoes and things closer, but there's a scent that it puts out that the mosquitoes really like. So while they're already being attracted because of the carbon dioxide that's going out from the DynaTrap, the Atrakta lure makes it even more attractive for them to come check out what they think's a person, and instead they get sucked into the base of your DynaTrap. Easy pay is an option for you, and again, a great opportunity when you consider that we sold out of our today's special value from DynaTrap last year on the one and only day we made it as a today's special value, and half of our quantity now gone for today, over 50,000 ordered. And if you want the stone in the ½ acre, there's only 4,200 left. If you want the stone in the full acre size, I have 3,500 to go around. Copper, again, remember, exclusive to QVC. Tungsten is that graphite gray. I'm going to invite Sean Pickford out. Sean's one of our great outdoor experts. Nice to see you as always. For people who don't know what this is, they're looking at it. We're talking about bugs, mosquitoes, flies, hornets, wasps, stink bugs. You thought there was no solution for stink bugs? DynaTrap is the solution. What is this thing?
So it's a contraption that specifically targets the attraction and capture of mosquitoes, flies, wasps, hornets, stink bugs, and moths. It does that through 3 different systems. It's light, warmth, and the carbon dioxide that it gives off. So these 6 pests that you're seeing there on your TV, they're the ones that are attracted to this. They get close enough to the DynaTrap, they're sucked down into the cage, and they expire. This is so different. It's basically new technologies. It's about 7 years old, but because of that light, when you plug it in, the fluorescent light here when it turns on, special UV color that attracts insects day and night. Now you get the new Atrakta pad that you toss in there. That's the lure. So that's going to turbocharge your DynaTrap. It works great without it, but if you really want to catch bugs, especially starting in the spring, this will do it. There's a titanium dioxide coating on a plate. When you turn it on, the UV bulb warms it. It gives off carbon dioxide, the same thing you and I breathe. When the insects get close enough and realize it's not a human being or a pet, it's too late, because that fan sucks them down into this trap where they go to expire.
Wow.
They don't check out. They check in, they don't check out.
Right.
And that's what you want. You're not driving them away and they're coming back tomorrow.
Right.
They go in, they don't come back.
And again, that's what I think is so different. You don't have to use any types of chemical sprays
No.
on yourself, on your pets. You don't have to be worried about that around your children. You're not breathing anything weird in. Listen, citronella candles are pretty, but you know what? All they're doing is they're designed to sort of mask the scent of the people that are there. But again, that's a temporary solution,
Yeah,
right?
because as soon as you turn that off, they're coming right back.
Or
So
if
when
you
go out-
wander over to where the grill is and the citronella candle's not there, guess
gonna
what?
find you.
You're at risk. With DynaTrap, those bugs that are buzzing around, again, you don't want wasps or hornets to be found in your soda or your drink anymore. Your kids are afraid to go outside because they see them buzzing around. You're tired of the stink bugs. You get bit by those greenhead flies.
Ooh.
You don't want the mosquito itchy bites or whatever else the mosquitoes may bring. The beauty here is you have something that you put away from where you are. Don't put this in the middle of your table when you're outside on your deck or patio, because guess what? You're going to be right next to where all these bugs are coming, and
Right.
they might come find you.
Yeah.
Put this on the other side of your patio. Put it on the far side of the deck. And this is attracting those insects, those 6 different varieties that we showed you, attracting them to come in and trapping them so they can't get out. You should also know this is not going to be harmful to the pollinators.
No,
So you hear moths, you wonder butterflies. This is not something that is attractive for the pollinators. No worries for butterflies, no worried about your honeybees, ladybugs, anything like that.
Exactly, because we need more of them around. They're the good insects.
Yes.
So they attract the pests. It's real easy to empty, whether it's a half acre or full acre, you twist it off. There's that Atrakta lure that increase your catch rates. So again, it turbocharges your DynaTrap. We recommend that you run it 24/7. A lot of people say, well, mine doesn't work so well. You need to leave it on. At 3 cents a day to operate or 10 cents a day to
Wow.
operate, you can afford to do that. Look, you spent more on sprays to try and drive them away and they're coming back the next night. And
Right.
you forget to put the spray on, all right? Plus, there's no chemicals involved with this. So you plug it in, you let it work. There you're seeing one we have hanging on a tree with a bracket that comes with the half acre. There's also a chain that comes with it. There's many ways to use it. 3 to 6 feet off the ground is the fly zone.
Yes.
That's where it's most appropriate and you get the most amount of attraction and capture. Look, you can put it on a wall, you can put it on a fence, you can put it in a tree. I have one in my house. I have the half acre in my garage because we leave the garage door open a lot.
Yeah.
Those bugs want to get out of the sun too. They hide in your garage. Next thing you know, they feel the cool air when you're going into your house.
That's how they get
so
inside.
I head them off before they get into the house.
Talk to everybody real quickly, and then I'm going to go to the phones. What's my determining factor for a half acre versus the 1 acre? Does it have to do with the size of my property? Is it more powerful if I do the 1 acre? Like, help people choose, Sean.
Okay, so we rate it based on the size of your property because that's how they sell properties. It's a half acre, it's a full acre, it's 2 acres, whatever it might be.
Yes.
So to get the most amount of attraction capture, if you only live on a half acre, the half acre one's going to work. If you live on a full acre, the full acre is going to work. Now, if you have an acre of property and your house is in the middle, like you said, it's a barrier, and you want to be able to have attraction and capture out front and out back, you'd need one out front and one out back because it's not going to work through the house.
Right.
Okay.
But if you spend most of your time in the backyard,
That's what
and
I
you
do.
don't really spend much time in
I
the
don't
front
have one out
yard,
front.
you might just need the half acre for that small area that you have out back.
Right, or maybe it's a
Yeah.
little patio or you're renting an apartment or something like that.
Yes.
So in my case, I have an acre of property, but we spend most of the time out back. So I have the acre out back. I don't really care about out front because we're never out there. We don't
Yes.
even use the front door.
Right.
So, I mean, if my Ring doorbell rings, it's a
Yeah.
miracle because nobody ever, they all know to come to the side
Come
door.
to the side. Let's do
So-
this. We're going to go to our phones. Patricia's joining us from South Carolina. Patricia, hi. I'm Jill. I'm here with Sean. How are you?
Hi guys, how are you?
Very
Great.
well. Thanks for calling. Do you have a DynaTrap?
Well, as I was telling the gentleman, I just moved on here to Myrtle Beach on Thanksgiving,
Okay.
and I'm originally from up around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And up there, I was sitting on 4.5 acres in the middle of a pasture. And the first one I bought was an acre.
Okay.
And it was one of the original ones that came out years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I purchased a half acre for my one son for his house, and I got a copper half acre, and I left it back in Pittsburgh. I get down here, I cannot believe how huge these mosquitoes are in South Carolina already.
Nobody told you that part of it, huh, Patricia?
Them, and I've already had hornets because it's 75 degrees today.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Down here. And so I'm in a townhouse and unit, and I have a courtyard, so I guess I'll be collecting everybody else's bugs because yesterday I ordered the green half acre.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks a lot smaller than the normal ones and that, and I think it will be good for in the courtyard. And our courtyards are all individual, with
Right.
walls and that, so that I'll still be collecting everybody else's, but this is the best thing going.
Well, it sounds like you really saw a difference with your home in Pittsburgh, which is why you feel confident buying one for your home in South Carolina.
Yes. And,
Great.
and other bugs that always trap, and I don't know if you guys further up in Pennsylvania, they're called June bugs. They're like beetles that come out and fly around lights, and they literally, if you walk through the like a sensor light, they're dive bombing you, and the dogs are eating them. I was amazed they went there, how many of them I would catch every spring.
Yeah, we hear that all the time, that people catch other bugs. We only tested for the 6 that we showed you on your screen,
Yeah.
but we're
Right.
glad it's working
Right.
on the other things for you, because there are some other bugs in different parts of the country, and you will get them.
Right. But I swear by it, and I mean, I can't wait to get this new one and get it hooked up and going, because these, like I said, I am amazed already.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think the mosquitoes down here died this year.
Well, we'll get it to you as soon as we can, Patricia, and thank you so much for
Okay.
calling.
Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Listen, 5,500 of you have dialed in just during Your Home with Jill for our Today's Special Value. Last year, we brought you a Today's Special Value on one day, and it completely sold out. We've already sold out of one of our colors today. Over half of our quantity is gone. Stone is the most limited of the colors that remain. We have the half acre, we have the full acre. In addition to that, you're getting an extra set of bulbs. One set will already be installed for you. Then
Right.
you'll get a second set to
That's
replace it when those burn out. We always carry those on QVC.com. You're getting 2 packets of that Atrakta lure. That will give you 120 days worth of coverage. So I think that that's nice for you to know. And that's going to be basically what, 4 months that you're going to have that lure. Those 4 months are going to cover probably the most intense mosquito season of the summer months. Here's the value. You can find this at DynaTrap.com. You'll spend $100 more for the half acre. You'll spend $150 more for that full acre. You won't get that easy pay opportunity. By the way, you can't get copper there either, because
No.
that's only available here
exactly
at
right.
QVC. What are some of the biggest mistakes or assumptions people make when they get a DynaTrap at home? Let's talk about that.
Biggest mistake is they don't leave it running 24/7. They turn it on when they go outside, they turn it off when they come indoors. When they go out the next day, they go out and they get bit by something. Well, that's because it wasn't working all night.
Right.
It takes a little bit for this to going. It may take a day or a week till the mosquitoes, the wasps, the hornets, the flies find this. Once they find it, they're attracted to it. But if you take it away from them, then they're just going to keep going back to other spots.
Right.
So they may smell your breath before they smell the DynaTrap you just turned on. These are the 6 pests we're talking about. There's the mosquitoes, the flies, the wasps, the hornets, the stink bugs, and the moths. So that's what the DynaTrap traps. All right. The other thing is people leave the bulbs in sometimes too long.
Okay.
Now, we recommend 4 months. You can get 6 months out of them, sometimes last 8 months, stuff like that.
It's not dictated on whether or not the light bulb is actually still bright.
Right.
Okay. It's more on, you want to make sure it's the time period.
Yeah, I mean, you'll notice that it'll change in color. It'll get a little dull. So it looks blue right now. It might start to turn a little bit white. At that
Okay.
point, you know, and nobody ever marks it 4 months on their calendar. I don't do it. I've
Yeah.
left them in for 6 months, 8 months, and stuff like that. But when you notice they start to change color, they're not as effective. They still work, but they don't have the most amount of draw and the attraction
Right.
that you want.
Right.
So 4 months is optimum. You can go a little bit longer. Some people go a full season, they'll change it to next year. I get that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
It's still working for them.
Here's what you also need to know. Peg's over on Facebook. She says, this really works. We got our backyard back.
Yeah,
And that's what it is.
that's the whole goal
everybody.
here.
Like, you're spending all this money
Yep.
on beautiful landscaping, plants, the cute little touches, a new patio umbrella, a new patio set. Your husband upgraded the grill. and then you can't go out and use it and enjoy it because the mosquitoes and the flies are too much.
What fun is that?
This is the investment to ensure that you can enjoy that outdoor space so that it's no more like, oh, I've planned this big pool party. Oh, we ended up going inside. The house was a mess, but it was so buggy, I couldn't let people stay.